Hey guys, if you're a fan of the blues, and rock blues for that matter, you might enjoy learning this little 12-bar blues idea. This is something that is super cool for warming up with the band. Practicing this, get a loop down, mix some solo noises over the top of it, all that good stuff. I've got a bit of a distorted tone on this today, got some overdrive on, and I'm going to show you how this works. Basically, we're going to play a blues here in the key of A. Don't worry about having to memorize this. There's a free PDF linked below in the video description. Click down there and you'll be able to get that for free. But here we are. Let's get straight into the lesson. So we're going to use some double stops, and we're going to use the third finger and I'm going to use the first finger in this. So this is what I've got. I've got this double stop here and I'm holding it at the 7th fret on the G and the B string here. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to move from that third finger to the index finger at the 5th fret. It follows the dots, so it's kind of easy. It's very hard to get lost in it. So if we take this one here, we're going to take that there, and when we move on to that first finger, we pull down a little bit. Pull that bluesy element into it. Now, let me just play you the riff for this, because there are a few different working parts to this idea. And what we do is we go... Now, if you see my video on the slow, chilled blues, then you might tally that this works with that kind of idea, but it's a bit more rock-oriented. If you've not seen the slow version of the blues, it's super easy, only uses 2 shapes, really. Then you might want to click up here, and I'll put that in at the end of this video as well, if you enjoyed this. So we go like this. We play the A string twice, and I'm palm muting this down here, so I'm going, playing that twice. So you can see there, I've got a double stop here, play that there. Now you can kind of think that this is all moving around in those scales. We could have a minor pentatonic there as well, so we can have a lot of fun with this. But this one here, what we're doing is we're pulling down on this note specifically on the G string at the 5th fret. That's the flat third. And if we pull it down, we can get it to sound like it's gonna go to the major third, but it doesn't. To resolve it by going to the root note here on the 7th fret of the D string. Now, I'm going to put a little hammer-on there. So I do that little movement there. So I play the 7, but then I play 5 and 7 and a hammer-on. So, put that together. It's just this is the riff. And I think I nicked this off a video of James Hetfield warming up backstage years and years and years ago, and it struck me. I rewound it and I watched it and I kind of picked up what it was, and there were some bits missing, so I filled them in with what I thought fit. So it's kind of botched from that. For me, it sounds a little bit like School's Out, Alice Cooper, and a little bit like Sunshine of Your Love as well. So I play that 4 times. Okay, slowed it down there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the whole idea, and I'm going to move up to the 10th fret here. This is so I can get this D here. This is my note for chord 4. And I'm going to do that same double stop idea, but I'm at 12 and 10 now on the G and B string. And it's still got that same hammer-on idea as well, with that group of 3. But I play that twice. So we get 4 on the A, 2 on the D, and then 2 on the A again. So I'll play that for you, and I'll play it super slow. So here we go. Now, here we are into the last 4 bars of this rocking 12-bar blues. So what we're going to do is play this. This is just a little double stop here to get this inverted power chord, because that's my E there. I'm doing another double stop, and this I think is the bit that reminds me a bit of Alice Cooper. But what we do is we play around with this idea of moving from the flat third and put some vibrato on that 13th fret there on the G string. So I'm playing 14 on the A and D string, and I'm thinking of these as being almost like trumpets. Ba, ba, ba. Then I go 12 and 13. 1, 2, 3. Ba-da. We take that idea down a whole step again. So that's taking care of 2 of the bars of that turnaround. The last 2 bars, we get the proper turnaround. Now, this is a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend just learning this turnaround by itself. It's good for managing your fingers. Notice the fingers that I use here. So I'm going to use 2 notes on that 5th fret of the E string there to get this A note. And then look at that. I move to my 1st finger on the A string on the 4th fret. Yep. And I'm going to move to the 2nd fret here using that middle finger as well. So notice I'm only using 2 fingers. That's that swung rhythm. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now here's the thing. I go up chromatically. I go to the 6th fret. And then this is that horn idea coming in again. I just think this E7 chord. This is on the A string, 7th fret. We're on the D string on the 6th fret, and we're on the 7th fret of the G string there. So I just play this like, get that there. It sounds like the train, you know? So we've got that train coming along. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, choo choo. I know it sounds silly, but when I put it all together, it'll make a lot of sense. So let's put that together with those last 4 bars that we had. So choo-choo. Right? Okay, so let's put the whole thing together, and this is one time around it. It's a lot of fun. Let's do this. And then all you have to do is just repeat it. Put it on your looper. Solo over it. Become a maniac. Have fun with it, guys. That's the main thing. Now, this might be a little bit too rock for you. If it is a bit too rock for you, then you might like this chilled blues that I was talking about. And that's only using 2 shapes. Well, 3 if you want to be a stickler about it. But you can get away with 2 shapes. I'm going to put this video here now. If you want to watch it and you learn it, then it'd be great. And your friends will think you're ace.